Yo, yo. What's happening, beautiful people? Oh, I look dark. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm getting dark skin or something. Sharonda Reynolds. You're gonna throw the L up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the hell I'm talking about. Skillionaire. What's up, bro? What's good, man? Sunday night. A lot of people. You off work, ain't you, man? You off? You said you off. You said you off. Throw them L's up when y'all get in here tonight. Then why not? It's Sunday night layaway or something. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. B-Dub's Life. What up? Roger Stewart. Moose 47. My main man been shooting. Jerry from upstate New York. Jerry from New York. Loud Arms 2A. What up? What's going on with y'all, man? I'm gonna chop it up with y'all, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna talk some stuff tonight. Then I got a dope guest with me. You know, my boy Diesel coming through. I mean, y'all see him all the time, so it ain't like he's like somebody that you've never seen or spoke with. But tonight we're gonna really chop it up. Like he gonna be in here with me, and we're gonna get down to it. Man, Courtney, man, from Alaska. What's good, bro? D357, what's happening? Big Joe, what's to it? Try to let some people get in here, man. Cuzzo, GFM, what up? Slick back. I'm gonna do a little preaching tonight. Not preaching, not actual Sunday preaching, but like you'll hear it. Big fish, little boat. What's happening? FAS 609, what's happening? Thanks for throwing that out. Lamerick, what it do? Well, I'm getting good. My reading getting a lot better since I've been on YouTube. I'm telling y'all that right now. Diesel is up in here. Jay Smith, what happened? MHP. Daryl B. I gotta give me a new socks hat, bro. I got one, but I don't like it. Gray Man 47, what up? What's the word? Marlon Paul. Evan Patterson. Evan, what's good, man? How you been? What's happening? I'm gonna let this number hit 40. And we're gonna bring Diesel in, and then I'm gonna talk for a second before we really get into it, because you need to hear what I got to say. 2A sister, what's happening? How are you this evening? C-Dub. And Pooh, what's good, my brother? Y'all know my motion's slow. Daryl B, I don't know what the topic gonna be tonight, man. We're gonna let it flow. We're gonna freestyle. We're gonna turn the beat on and just start rapping. Me and Diesel, we're gonna be like the new kid and play. We're gonna talk everything from gun snobs to police brutality, man. We're gonna go all the way down the line until we fill up these 2 hours. But my first 5 or 6 minutes, y'all got to listen to me. Hot Tub Tony, what happened? What's going on? Let me get my mans up in here. Diesel.
What's going on? What's going on, people?
What's to it, bro?
Hey, man, you know it. Just chilling. Had to come on here with big bro RGG.
I appreciate you, man.
Hey, you know what, man? You know, anytime, bro. You know,
It's all love. You know, they hear us go back and forth all the time, but they don't realize we actually homies.
Right. I mean, yeah, man. It is what it is, man. We ain't got to agree on everything, but
That's
you know,
right. That's my man in 100 grand. You know, I hit him up, I text him. Sometimes I just text Diesel the stupidest shit, but he always reply, and he always look out for me. So
whatever I can to help, bro. Whatever
I ain't got nothing bad to say about that, brother.
Right.
Tracks with the smacks. What up, Tony Smith? What's happening? AK Lover, my main man. What's good, man? My black is beautiful. What's up? So look, so before I get going, Diesel, I'm glad I got you in here as a fellow YouTuber. And you know, I've been doing this thing now since January, and I think you've been pretty close to about the same. You ain't been doing it that long, either way.
Yeah, a little bit over. July was my year.
So we still learning.
Right.
You know, we still early.
Right.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I gotta make this make sense what I'm about to say to you. So shout out to Jay the Shooter, first of all. Bro hit 100K today.
Damn. He
100K. And I think that is powerful.
Yeah, right.
That's dope. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? And I heard he was live today, and he said some stuff that really resonated with me, right? Like where he was like, it came from like collaborations and, you know, really just networking and everybody kind of working together.
Right.
Which got me to thinking. So when I started this channel, obviously, I was just on YouTube, just having fun. And I've never really fished for YouTube stardom.
Right.
You feel me? Like that ain't just never really been my thing. I'm just a dude that like guns, a regular dude. And then I realized that there's really a lot of regular dudes out here just like me.
Right.
Like yourself, even though I call you a snob from time to time. But there's really a lot of us that's just, man, there's some guys that's doing stuff that we ain't even thinking about.
Right. Yeah, I know, right?
In this gun world. So, you know, us being regular gun guys, it became very relatable to people, which brings us to kind of where we are today. Created a lot of networking opportunities for me. If y'all know me, I never understood. I never knew the politics of YouTube. Still don't know them.
Right.
And what I mean by that is, you always see me bigging up other people. I'm trying to help people, and I ain't even big. I've been doing it since I started. I won't stop. The next thing I'll say to you is, I've always moved to the beat of my own drum, meaning I don't copy nothing I see. Everything you see me do, it was just me just thinking on the fly and running, right? I don't buy my guns based on what somebody else have. I don't come up with my channel ideas based on what somebody else do. All of this stuff is just me. Even going live, was just me jumping out the window like, oh shit, you know, trying to have some fun. So I'm saying all that to say this. We've built something organically. There's been a community formed organically. And I always say thank you to everybody that supports this thing. I say it all the time because it's starting to dawn on me now. People will be saying it, I'll be like, oh man, yeah, it's cool, man. Everybody just cool people. But when I really give it thought, bro, this thing for real. QB, what up? R. Scott, what's good with y'all, man? This thing is powerful, right?
Right.
People will say when we did the meetup, my vision for the meetup was just getting some YouTubers to come together because I never really see YouTubers talk. Right? Like you got to think about this. I'll be feeling like the guy on the outside looking in.
Right.
Even though I got a channel, I'd be like, damn, I'll be watching this person and that person, but I never seen YouTubers talk. So to me, I was trying to, you know, put some pieces to the puzzle together and, you know, it worked.
Right.
Byron King, what up? So, you know, I give all credit to God for making that work. And I'm not trying to get on no religious stuff with y'all, but it just works. Like it happens so organically, man. You got to see Diesel TV in another element. You got to see 32 Icon. You got to see, man, I can go down the list, but you start seeing these people in a different light. And us regular people are able to actually talk to them. We can literally get a straight up answer when they in the chat and they speaking back and they calling these people by name. Then we do it so much that these names start to become familiar to us. I know you see it when you on your comments, when you live, you start seeing names that look familiar.
Oh yeah.
You've sent quite a few people to my channel, and then those names become familiar to me.
Right.
It's like it's happening. It's very important that we keep the energy positive for all of us. This is, I mean, and we networking with everybody. People love to say black 2A. Yeah, it is, because hell, most of us black. But believe it or not, I got a lot of YouTube homies now that ain't black.
Right.
And I know you do too as well.
Oh yeah.
So, and a lot of those guys are very supportive as well. And they've sent their people over here. So we don't have a completely, we ain't all black out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big Fish, Little Boat, he ain't black at all. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'll talk about him later. But all I'm saying, man, is this thing could get bigger and bigger. Jay was just talking about how we have to big each other up and how we have to do the right things and keep the energy positive and don't let nothing come in between what's happening, because networking is powerful.
Right. And to comment on what you're saying, man, I mean, when it comes down to it, just like you said, watching YouTube, you never saw any other YouTubes interact. Even though me and you would talk on the phone, or me and 32 Icon, we were talking way before I even found out about you, actually. You know what I'm saying? We used to comment, but nobody knew that. You know what I'm saying? I think you just put a light on the relationships that go on behind the screen, behind these videos and all that stuff. You just put a light on it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on, but nobody knows that. You know what I'm saying? So, I like to big up you, and I always throw your name out there in my videos. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem putting anybody's name in my videos, but as much as me and you go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, we argue so much. I gotta put your name in the video. So,
but that's what made us cool,
right?
Because we understand that we can do that,
right? And
then keep it moving. Then we'll turn around and be laughing at somebody else.
Exactly, because it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that serious. Boy, YouTube.
You just said what I'm trying to say.
Right. It ain't that serious, man. We all out here just trying to make content. You know what I'm saying? Some people's content means more to them than others. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I'm not on YouTube. I'm on here just as a hobby. I love doing it. And because I sold my motorcycle, I have a lot more free time than I had before, because I used to ride. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've sold my motorcycle, I don't have a motorcycle no more, and I got so much free time. This is what I do: play my video games and do YouTube videos and help people out. You know what I'm saying? But if it came down tomorrow where I couldn't do YouTube anymore, it is what it is. I don't rely on that. A lot of people are just out here to get the bag, and that is no hate. You can get a bag on YouTube. Absolutely. If you have the time to put the work in, you can get the bag. So go for that if that's what you're here for. I'm just not here for that.
Yeah. So what up?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, these relationships, are here, and we can build on these relationships. Just like you said, man, we need to big up each other and all that stuff, man. And just keep it going, man. That's the thing. I love what YouTube has come to. When I first started YouTube, I never would have thought I would have had a community like I have. Not even just my subscribers. I'm talking about outside of my subscribers when it comes to you, Jay the Shooter, 32 Icon. You know what I'm saying? All these other people that we talk to and made relationships with, that we can get down with and be cool with. I never would have thought that, man.
Yeah. I just looked at this comment that he said. So you guys have a more laid back community. Isn't always informative teaching. Sometimes it's like a gun version of backyard barbecue, and that's kind of lacking with other channels. Shout out Zach. What up, bro? Yeah, I agree with that, actually.
Oh yeah.
And that's been something that I've always preached. Like, I remember when I first started going live, and some of these guys can attest to this because some of them been here since day one.
Right.
And when I first started going live, people would come into live, and you know how people are popping your live on YouTube because it'll just show up in their feed.
Right.
And then they'll come in and be like, "Hey, what do you think about the new Shield Plus?" Right? Yeah. They just pop in, and I'll be like
all the time.
I'll say, "Hey, man, don't come in here until you say what's up. You got to come. You got to speak when you come in. When you come to somebody else's house, you got to speak."
Right.
That resonated with 95% of the people that would come through the channel.
Right.
And then it started to create a word of mouth, like where people will be talking about it, like, "Yeah, hey, man, I go to this guy's channel because and he talked to you. He'll speak to everybody."
Right.
That started creating it. then you'll watch this channel. If you look at it right now, literally as I talk about it, you see everybody speak to each other. I never said that part. They started doing that on their own. But it's dope to me, and I kind of wait it out. Every time I go live, I just kind of sit back, wait for everybody to get all they speaking out as I talk some bullshit or something. But and us as YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? It's to some YouTubers it becomes competitive because it's what they do, right? Like everybody they want to get the newest, they want to get the best gun, the fastest. They want to do the
man.
That thing is. But I'm out that. See, I separated myself early. I'm a regular gun guy.
Right.
Y'all gonna always have better guns than me.
I don't know about all that.
I'm just saying, like,
right.
What I'm talking about it from a mental perspective, I don't care, right? Like that ain't my thing. I like my guns, you know. Like I don't care what somebody else has. So, but I'm not telling everybody they should feel that way. This thing is real to some people.
Right.
Like, hey, trying to go.
See, I don't care what other people have any either. But just like you said, it's an addiction, man. You see that new gun, and it's like I gotta have it. I don't care if you get it before me. I just need to make sure I get one.
I gotta make sure I got one too.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the Toy Smith, what up?
So just like that Strybog, bro, I literally forgot all about that Strybog until you came out with the A3. Because the first one I wanted was the A1, and then there were so many problems with it. But then you came out with that A3, and you was like, it was a different system and all that stuff. I started looking into it, and I was like, I got to get one now, man. I'm back on the Strybog, so I went out and got one. You know what I'm saying? So it's one. I don't think it's one for me. It's not one of them things where it's competing. But if I see that it shoots well and you speaking highly of it, and you know, a lot of people trust our word. So when we say it shoot good, they want to see if it shoot good.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. What's up, Carbon Q?
Carbon Q, what's going on?
Love some Carbon Q, man.
I speak to her every time. I don't want her thinking we got any beef. I don't want her.
You do not want that smoke. Nope, she's the nicest lady on earth, but she got a whole nother side. I'm sure you've seen it.
She's the nicest killer I've ever met.
Oh my God. Which I don't even want to talk about it. Jerry, I can't say his last name. But so I hated to have to. I hope I'm kind of getting the point across to y'all, like that amongst. I love the unity that we have. I try to keep it as positive as I can. I am, I guess, a YouTuber now at this point, so I'm accepting that. Right. But boy, I want to say it so bad. I'm still a real at the core of it all. I'm still the same dude that never was on YouTube, right? I'm not petty. I don't get into that crap. I love to joke. I love to just y'all know what I like to do. I like to have fun. Let's kick it. Some of these guys make me laugh, man. Some of these people have really became my real life friends. So I don't take any of this support for granted. And y'all don't understand what we've built because I didn't understand it. So I know a lot of people are still kind of like, we just kind of go with the flow and take it for granted.
Right.
But just think about all these people that we all look forward to chopping it up with every night. You know what I'm saying? And we learning so many different personalities and all of that stuff. So let's keep it positive, y'all. I'm still going to continue to do what I do. On Thursdays, I'm going to let other channels shout out my channel, even that big. But it is what it is. Whatever audience you can gain from this is great. I feel like we have one of the most supportive communities on YouTube, period. So that's that. Now that, man, I done invented that out, Diesel. You got anything you want to say to the people before we just get to talking? Juice,
I've already said it. Juice, what's going
on? XD40. So Diesel kind of like me. So he'll probably be cutting me off speaking to some of y'all, and I'm gonna be cutting him off speaking to people.
Right.
Because we just in here to kind of talk tonight, man.
XD40, what's going on, man?
Tactical Love, what up? So, man, for you, bro, good question for you.
All right.
Is it difficult for you to balance being in law enforcement and then just being a regular dude? Because you don't have to be like, you don't find pressure in having to, like, I'm always the officer even when I'm off duty.
Nah, man. Bro, I'm a man before I put that uniform on. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Any day, I'm a man before I put that uniform on, and I just know that people make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they get in a heated moment or something like that, and it's not difficult for me to say that while I'm working, You know what I'm saying? Hey, lady, how you doing?
You too right now.
Open it.
I can't.
Open it.
Uh-oh, y'all. Wait.
Hey, open it.
I got.
Open it.
Oh, dang. Could y'all give me a? Go ahead, Diesel. I'm listening, man.
Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
But yeah, I have bosses.
Right. So, man, it's just one of them things, man. I don't think it's hard for me to balance it, man, because being a regular dude is just me. You know what I'm saying? I do that in uniform. I'm the same person in uniform that I am out uniform. It's just one thing is that I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the same person. I crack jokes. Even when I'm giving somebody a ticket, they laughing at me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't think it's any different.
I am so sorry.
Let mommy open it. She's gonna make me open
sorry.
it. That's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
It's cool. I'm on live. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. That was that. See, told you I'm a regular dude. What y'all want me to do?
Hey, my girls came and busted up my live one day too.
Man, she just bust down here like,
right.
I don't give a damn if you on live. No, none of them people.
Open it.
That's it, man. And that's what my life is about right there.
Right.
You feel me? That's what matters. But so you say it's not difficult to balance.
No,
because,
not really, man.
Bro, I'm one of them dudes, and I think I told you this before. Coming up in my neighborhood, you know, growing up, police just never was our favorite dude.
It's not a lot of people's favorite.
It's like, man, it was always frowned upon. You know, we don't F with 12. We just don't do that. We move different. And then I was, you know, into a lot of stuff that I obviously shouldn't have been into.
Right.
But as I get older, you know what I'm saying, and I'm raising sons in a place like this, even though we're not in the city no more, which is good. But being here and trying to raise sons is a tough task. And even them, be it through music, be it through media, all of that stuff, police get a bad rap.
Yeah.
And what happens is we never get to meet guys like you unless you in uniform.
Right.
When you got a job to do.
Right.
You ever run into a situation where you get it, right? You get it. I'm outside of uniform. I'm a man. I'm a black man. I know what's going on out here in these streets. I get it. Do you ever feel like, damn, like you're saying to yourself, you idiot, man, I don't want to arrest you. I don't want to do it to you.
Yeah, man.
But you just being stupid.
Listen,
right now.
RGG, man, I was the first one. When I worked at my last job, I was the only officer. I was over a little task force that we had in the city, right?
Okay.
And I was the only one that came up with the idea of walk up and speak first. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going out here because, okay, so you know how it is, man. You walk up and you see them boys running off, and the ones that stick around are the ones that ain't got nothing on them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've always been the type to, why don't we talk to the ones that are sticking around instead of running after the ones that's running away? Because let's get a rapport with these cats. And it always changed, but you get a rapport with these cats. You let them know, hey, man, we understand what you're doing. We know what you're doing, but understand we got a job to do too. You know what I'm saying? And then once we got that rapport, man, I was known as the big black dude that smoked cigars. Whenever they got arrested, they would always ask for, we're the big black dude that smoked cigars. If I didn't have a cigar in my hand, they didn't recognize me. They just knew me from the big black dude that smoked cigars. They wanted to talk to me and let me know what was going on. And then we would hash it out, and I would let them know, bro, you messed up tonight, man. This is just not your lucky night. And I would tell them, remember 3 days ago when I was walking up, you ran off? Hey, man, nothing happened. That was a free one. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just one of them things, like, I understand.
Yeah, bro, don't look at the comments. You're going to get distracted. They might be saying something about you out there. But look, so true story right here. Coming up in my neighborhood, like I said, we used to be into a lot of shit, man.
Right.
And I had guys that we hung out with. We did dirt together. And one of the guys went on to become a police officer.
Right.
At that time, we thinking we got one of us in there. That's how we looking at it on the block. Like, we on the block, like, yes, sir, we good too. Because it's a small town. He's the officer, and he's in charge of our area. He patrolling our neighborhood. He know the block. Here's the downside. He know what we do. He grew up doing it with us.
Right.
He ended up going to the police academy. It was either that or the military because his people was on him, right? So he ended up going to police academy, becoming the police in our neighborhood. They put him in control of our area. And bro, needless to say, I don't know where the line is crossed at. Because now I look back on it, I'd be like, man, I guess he had to do his job, right? This is his career now. But these his homies. He between a rock and a hard place because he could ride down anytime because he know what's happening, and it really strained our relationship. How do you feel about that?
I feel like he should have not put himself in that situation. I don't police where I was raised. I told myself I would never be a police officer where I was raised.
So you guys have an option?
Yeah, you can go anywhere to be a police.
Right, you just wouldn't have went to your local precinct. You would have just went to a different...
whatever department patrols that area, I wouldn't have went to that department. And if I would have went to that department, I would have told them I've got family in that area. I don't want to police there. You know what I'm saying? It would have been one of them things where and if they would have done it, I would have just been because I don't want to be put in that situation where cats I grew up with, I know what they doing, and then I'm out there and they thinking that I'm just doing it because I know what they're doing. Because that's the first thing that's gonna come to your mind is like, only reason you're doing this is so you can get your stats up because you know what I'm doing. You feel me?
Right.
And it ain't, sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I would not want to betray my boys like that, even though I know they might be doing some illegal things. I just wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Right. So I guess what made us feel awkward was the fact that he was out there. He was out there with us.
Right.
That's what everything we was doing.
Right.
And then you moved on, and then after a while, at first once he went through everything he had to go through, it was probably a year and a half before we literally saw him in a police car coming around. Right. Or he'd be coming through the neighborhood or whatever. But then it got to a point where the longer he was on the force, the more different he started to act.
Well, I tell this to every rookie that I deal with. You can't change policing. Policing gonna change you because the things you see, it's a different outlook of what you see compared to what a regular person outside of police see. Just like what you used to do back in the day. You used to see your thing going on, but if anybody wasn't in that field of profession, they wouldn't see what was going on. Same thing, nobody can ever say they see what I see on the road unless they've been a police officer. Okay. So it changes, man. It does change you. It changes your whole outlook on everything when it comes to law enforcement and the streets and all that stuff. It changes your outlook.
That's what made me ask you the first question about, is it difficult to separate it, right? Mm-hmm. Say, hey, I'm a man for anything. That's one of my favorite sayings, right?
Right.
However, in recent times, there's a lot going on with police and our people per se, right?
Right.
Where did you find yourself in that mix? Like your thought process, like what, damn, it's kind of weird, right? Like it's some bad cops out there and whatever.
Right. And this was my whole outlook on it. If I stop policing, then that would take a good cop off the streets. Then that would potentially put a cop that would do something like that in my position and then get somebody else hurt. So that's why I wanted to stay in it regardless of what another officer did, because if good officers start quitting because of what a bad officer did, then that takes away good officers.
Yeah.
You feel me? There are no good officers out there anymore because everybody done quit. I done got a fly in here. So
that'll be happening to me too. You got a jab.
Right.
Jab, right hook. That'll get the fly, I'm telling you.
So, I mean, it was never one of those things where I just was like, I'm thinking about quitting or anything like that. Now, some of the time when that happened, I wasn't actually working as law enforcement, man. I had some crooked cops put some charges on me, and, I had to fight that for a year and a half before I could get back to policing. You know what I'm saying? So there was a time, I've been there, man. A lot of people don't really know my story, man. I've been there. I've been charged with 2 felonies that were just straight up lies. And you know what I'm saying? So I know how it is to be charged with two felonies by a racist cop just because they want to get rid of you, get you off the streets, and they don't have nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have nothing to really charge you. They just do it because they can.
So that's over with now, right?
Yeah, that's all over.
It's gone.
Yeah.
You care to go into it a little bit? What they do? I don't know that part.
What do you mean what they do?
Like what was they trying to? What did they accuse you of that you didn't?
Well, I'm gonna do a whole video on everything that happened, but just I have, shared a little bit of it. They were trying to say that I was lying on my timesheet and I wasn't working the time that was on my timesheet. Now that got me charged with obtaining property by false pretense, which is a felony. I got 2 charges of that because in a 12-month period, they say I stole 32 hours. So yeah, bro, it's 32 hours in 12 months. Averaging out of 2.3 hours a week or something like that.
Bro, what up? Ace from BK, what up?
So that's basically what happened. I go into detail after everything's said and done. I'm going to go into detail about exactly what happened. I got paperwork showing. I mean, they actually lied like heavy, and I've got paperwork, I've got recordings and all that stuff of them lying. So I'm gonna go into all that stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on my Patreon or if I'm putting it on my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot to it, and it's going into depth of a criminal investigation. It's over with, but I don't know if I really want to put that on YouTube like that. Patreon would be better because Patreon you have to pay to see it. So we'll just see what happens.
How about join your Patreon? I'm paid to see this.
Right. I got some videos on Patreon now, man, talking a little bit about it. I did 2 Q&A videos, some raw Q&A videos about, police brutality and all that stuff on there too. So I got a big announcement coming out tomorrow on my Patreon, tomorrow or Tuesday on my Patreon. A huge announcement. I'll tell you about that off. But matter of fact, I'll text it to you right now. And
okay.
Just don't tell nobody.
I like getting early information, man. Bobby Dynamite, what up? Yeah, Daryl B, like they gave you a felony for that. Zach said, while you texting, Zach said, my question is, if there's so many good cops than bad, why is it hard for the good ones to get rid of the bad ones? In your opinion? Because
you really don't know if they are a good or bad cop until they do something. I mean, it's so easy to hide it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just like, RdoubleG, I did 9 years of narcotics, man. That's just like, the dope game. You don't know who's a snitch until they snitch. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you don't know a bad cop until they do something bad. And then when they do something bad, if they do something bad that's not like taking a life or something like that, but if they do something questionable, there's process. You have to go through a process. And sometimes it's hard to get enough evidence to get rid of that person and show that they're bad or not, because you can't read people's minds.
Man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like in the hood, man, we done seen so much extortion, so much, like, and some of it, like I'm telling you, bro, like I started seeing things way different once I was completely away from the hood, not on the block no more.
Right.
Man, I spent from, I say age 13, 14, all the way up to I was probably damn near 20 on the block every day.
Right.
This is what we did.
It's a way of life, man. It's a way of life.
We was on our block every single day during that stretch. And I watched so much happen, from losing homies going to the penitentiary at a young age.
Right.
Man, I got guys in the penitentiary just coming home, last year, a couple years ago. Like I seen it, man. I watched it. By the grace of God, I got away from all that stuff. My kids changed it for me. You know what I'm saying? When I had my son, it took me some time, but I've told that before, man. I sacrificed it all to get out the hood. Everything I had, man. I never got into that story, probably never will, because again, this is YouTube to me. But I'm just giving y'all that much, like everything, to get out of the hood, man. That's how much it meant to me. So, I don't know, man. Like, and then when I got to the suburbs, I ain't gonna even lie to you. It made me hate police even worse.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now,
they were terrible, bro. Terrible. Way worse. In the neighborhood, you drive around, man, with no license to the end of time.
Yeah.
Then they ain't gonna bother you.
Yeah.
Boy, you get out here in the suburbs, mess around, and don't turn a turn signal on or something. You might do 10 years.
But see, you got to understand too, it's different policing.
Hootie hoo, what up?
Hootie hoo, what's going on? Man. You know, you're talking about two totally different policing.
What up?
You're talking about policing in the city and policing in the suburbs where it's boring. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's two totally different types of policing when you're talking about those two things. And I've done both. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm kind of bored at my job. You know, so I pull over a few cars here and there. You know, and write a few tickets. But you know, like I said, it's just different policing, man. You know, you don't have time to go look for that turn signal. That turn signal don't mean nothing when it comes to in the city.
Right. Yeah, man. They done some crazy stuff, bro. Like when I first moved to the suburbs, man, it was so difficult for me to settle in.
Right.
Because every day it felt worse than the hood because, man, I could barely get to work.
Right.
Bro, they would bother me so much, man. And they would do their research, bro. They knew your name. My homies come out here to visit, bro. We run to the store. They'll pull me. They was dirty, bro. They pull you over and they calling me by my government like we was cool. Ain't never seen a cop a day in my life. Hey, buddy, how's everything? How's the family? He talking to me like he know me. And my guy's like, you that cool with 12, you know. And I know I gotta tell them, bro, stop talking to me like you know me, man. Don't do that. That stuff, they just used to do real petty stuff, man. I was just like, I don't know. So it just made me feel like really weird. I told you that I said it really took time for it to I don't know. One time a cop pulled me over. I was speeding like crazy too. Like I was really messing up. I was going super fast.
Right.
And he pulled me over, and this is in the town I live in now. And he could have he pulled me over, bro. I didn't even lie. I didn't have no insurance. This was some years ago. I barely lost. I didn't have no insurance, man. One of my tail lights was out. He could have told the car I did anything, man. The dude was like, look, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're dealing with. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure you get home safe. That's where I took that phrase from. This happened to me about 10 years ago.
Right.
He said, I'm not going to give you no ticket. I'm just going to tell you don't let this happen again. And he said, save yourself the trouble. Go get some car insurance.
Right.
He said, spend a couple $1 and go get your tail light fixed. Right? So, and he followed me home. He said, I'm going to follow you because I was probably about 10 minutes from the crib. He said, I'm going to follow you to your house. Make sure you get home safe so no other cop pull you over. He said, just make me a promise you're going to get your stuff together. That was the first time I had respect for a police officer.
Right. And see, it takes those kind of things to really, you know, you got, bro, like.
I was QB. I was. I would not lie to you.
This is YouTube, man. So I can't really say exactly what I want to say, but you know what cops was the ones in high school getting bullied and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you know which ones. You know which ones. There's a saying that says a good cop is one that never got caught. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that I'm talking about before they became a cop. You know what I'm saying? They never got caught before they became a cop. And then if they become a cop, that's what makes a good cop. But you know, when it comes down to it, man, I try to be the same way when it comes down to even if I give a citation or if I don't give a citation, I try to be as respectful as I can. You're talking about, getting to know somebody and all that stuff. When I did narcotics, you know what I'm saying? And I had these files on these people and I knew who they were. I would talk to them like I knew them, you know what I'm saying? Because I basically know them because I had so much paperwork on them. I felt like I knew them anyway, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to just being on the roadside, man, I never got that. I've seen officers do that before. I just don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to conduct yourself a certain way when it comes down to it, So there's a lot of different things, man. Especially when it comes to law enforcement, and when it comes to law enforcement in the streets, it's just so many different things going on. You know what I'm saying? Law enforcement is so similar to the streets. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
I need you to expound.
Okay, I'll expound.
I just learned that word last Tuesday.
So the reason why I say that is because the streets have a no snitching rule, right?
Absolutely.
Law enforcement has a no snitching rule. That's what got me my felonies.
Boy, I was gonna ask that question.
All right.
Wait. Hold on, Diesel. Pause for a second.
Okay.
Hold your thought though.
Okay.
Can y'all take 1 second? Just one.
Button.
Hit the like button, please. Please. People just say we down bad. Man, people, what's going on in the chat? I know my own people, y'all ain't gonna do me bad. Can y'all please hit the like button, man? Let's catch up, man. Let's catch up. Shout out to my boy T Electric, man. He just shot me a text. I can't wait to get him on here.
Did you get my text?
Oh yeah. I can't say nothing. I mean,
oh yeah, don't say nothing.
I'm happy. I'm trying to keep a straight face, but yeah, man. Shout out to bro.
Chicago South Side. What's going on?
What's going on, Black Poindexter? What's up, man? All right, bro. My bad to cut you off. I just wanted to give everybody a chance to hit that like button.
You good? So, like, you got the no snitching rule in both. You know what I'm saying? Both are in, like, we law enforcement patrolling gangs. So does the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The only problem, the biggest problem I have is as law enforcement, you'll go to like a murder or you'll go to a crime, and law enforcement, you'll see cops look down on the hood because they're like, nobody's coming forward or nobody's doing this and nobody's doing that. And I had to sit back and I told my guys one day, when I was assistant chief and we was investigating a crime, and I was like, don't look down on them, because you would do the same thing for your officers. If an officer did something and they wanted you to come talk or give some information, you would be so reluctant to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because both are so similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ride or die for each other. Y'all ride or die for each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think law enforcement, and they're two different aspects, but they're so similar too when it comes down to it, man. They have the same rules when it comes down to it. Don't snitch. If you're wrong, I got your back regardless. We'll talk about it later. You know what I'm saying? I was
going to ask you about that blue code of honor.
It ain't the blue code of honor ain't really a blue code of honor. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because it's a blue code, but there ain't no honor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what got me in my felonies was coming forward about another officer using racial slurs. A subordinate. It was a subordinate.
What?
Yes. It was a subordinate. And the chief it was the chief's best friend. And because I felt like there wasn't enough being done to stop him, because he kept I approached him about it 2 or 3 times before I went above anybody else's head. And because I didn't feel like there was a correction done to stop it, it got me those 2 felonies. You know what I'm saying? So there is a blue code, but it ain't no honor.
Are you still in the same area that you were before?
No,
a different area.
Yeah. See, I'm just a regular patrolman now. I told you what I got going on, but so that's going to change. But I'm just a regular patrolman now. I was an assistant chief before for the state.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking at FAS 609. So your channel's the truth. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. That's deep, man. In Carolina. So that's something else I want to talk to you about.
All right.
I've never been to Carolina before. I want to come, obviously, on some tourist type stuff.
Right.
But what is Carolina really like? You're in North Carolina, right?
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina.
What is Carolina? What is it really like, man? Because I don't know anything about it. Is it like stereotypically like Mississippi?
No.
I don't know what made me say that.
But, I don't know either.
But no, for real. Like, what is Carolina like?
I mean, you got your big cities and you got your suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your country, like you got pretty much anywhere else. Heck, this damn fly boy, I swear. And
Jab, hook.
right.
Go ahead.
But you know, you got your places that you can go. If you're gonna come to North Carolina, you want to go to Charlotte. Charlotte is probably the best touristy place in North Carolina. Asheville is nice too. That's in the mountains. But you would want to go to Charlotte because it's more of the you got your array of everything. Nightlife, day life, whatever you want to do, you can do in Charlotte. So that's probably where you want to go. And I'm about 45 minutes from Charlotte. So I mean, it wouldn't be nothing for me to come down there and show you a good time.
Charlotte, you got Charlotte. What else I know? Fayetteville.
You got don't go to Fayetteville.
Fayetteville rough. Fayetteville rougher than Charlotte.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I never knew that. See,
yeah,
man. Charlotte was.
They call it Vietnam for a reason, bro. I mean, per capita. When you're talking about per capita,
yeah,
Fayetteville has it does not have nowhere near as many people as Charlotte, but the crime is on par. You're
telling me J. Cole neighborhood tougher than the baby?
Yeah.
Damn, you
man.
Never believed
Bro,
it.
I grew up in one of the roughest neighborhoods in Charlotte, which is Hidden Valley. I grew up in Hidden Valley. I worked in Fayetteville. I'm telling you right now. Fayetteville, man, is not a fun place to be. It's off the chain. I'm telling you, it's not a fun place. Durham is just as bad. Durham is almost just as bad as Fayetteville. There are a lot more places that are worse than Charlotte.
So how close are these places?
Fayetteville is about an hour and a half from Charlotte, 2 hours from Charlotte.
Okay.
And Durham is like 30 minutes from Fayetteville.
So Durham is on the other side of.
Yeah, it's further out from Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, see, the problem with Fayetteville is they have that military base there. So it's a lot of people from the military that retire and live in Fayetteville, or it's a lot of people in the military that live in Fayetteville. So you have a lot of,
I tell Tony say gangs big out there.
Gangs are very big in Fayetteville. Oh yeah. Gangs are big in Charlotte too, but it's just not. I mean, Charlotte seems so rough because the population is so high. You know what I'm saying? You got a high population, but when you're talking about a fraction of that population, probably half of that population in Fayetteville, but they have just as much crime. I mean, and Fayetteville's not nearly as big as Charlotte either.
That's a great question, Baltimore James. He said, "Ask you, how would you have handled his partner during the George Floyd situation?"
I can't say that, man. I can't say that. I was never in that situation. I don't know. I don't know what the call was on the radio. I didn't hear none of the radio traffic. I didn't hear what was going on before. I don't know, man. I really cannot. Honestly, I cannot say that, man. I'm not trying to scapegoat it or anything like that. But I have been in situations where somebody was fighting on the ground in cuffs, and we had to hold them down because they would have hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's a liability on us. Now as far as
I know that's a tricky question, bro.
Right.
But
right.
What we saw. I'm only going off what we saw.
Right. And I don't go off of what I see on video because it's totally different from what actually happens on the scene.
You lost me right there. You just lost.
Yeah, it's totally different, man. It's totally different from what somebody wants to bring up their phone and start recording. Because before that happens, officers have discussions. They talk to the suspect. They deal with the suspect. There's so many other aspects to just them being on the ground with him that got him to that point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those rookies that were there that was holding his feet down, I feel like they didn't actually do anything wrong when it came down to it because they were just backing up another officer that was their FTO. He was their field training officer. He told them what to do. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting trained by somebody who's telling you what to do. It's kind of hard for you to say, nah, I'm not doing that.
Let me think. Because I'm thinking about and this was so touchy, man, because this had America in an uproar.
Right.
Had me in an uproar. Because what for the life of me, to this day, I still can't fathom that knee in the neck.
I can't
that amount of time.
But see,
that's the
what
part
I'm saying.
that I have an issue.
But see, that's what I'm saying. RGG, man, like I don't pay attention where somebody else's knee is. You feel me? Like I'm not looking at this other officer while I'm trying to hold his leg down, making sure his knee ain't in his neck. So that's why I can't sit here and say, like, there's been plenty of times where officers say, oh yeah, I had to do this or I had to do that. And I was like, I had no idea you had to do that because I was trying to hold this. I was trying to hold this arm. I didn't know you was doing that over there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and say what I would have done because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would have even noticed him with his knee on a dude's neck. You know what I'm saying? There's been times before where I've been in a tussle with somebody and they say, oh yeah, he yelled he's going to shoot you and all that stuff. And I said, I didn't even hear it. I didn't even hear what he was saying because my adrenaline was so high. I was just trying to shut him up. You know what I'm saying? Like get him down, get him in cuffs. I didn't know what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. You know, people have been in situations before and never knew what another person did because they're so worried about what they're doing at the time. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Interesting, man. Yeah, that's touchy. I don't get into all of that, but I guess that'll be another one because I just can't. Hard for me to say I don't know after I saw what I saw, and then I've seen it on so many different occasions. You know, Eric Gardner. You know what I mean?
But see, there are a lot of bad situations that have happened out here when it comes down to it. But just as many bad, there are thousands and millions of interactions with law enforcement that don't go bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this: every interaction with law enforcement is probably a negative interaction because we're slapping your wrist or doing something wrong or something like that. But when it comes down to it, like there are a lot of people that have survived law enforcement interaction. You know, and my thing that I tell everybody is you can't fight a charge on the side of the road. Trust me, I've been there. I wanted to fight. I wanted to yell, y'all wrong, y'all racist. I want to do all that stuff when I was charged. But I had to shut my mouth and go to court. You know what I'm saying? Like do my thing, do it how it was supposed to be done, how the system says it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Our Scott got a good one up there.
Yeah, but R. Scott, you've never done it before, bro. Like, I mean, everybody, you want to ask the question of how can you? I'm telling you, like when you're fighting with somebody, you're not worried about what other people are doing. You're worried about what you're doing. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I guess we're saying like once George Floyd, once he was under control, once they had him under control, he ain't armed. You got 5-6 officers.
You're worried about people surrounding you. You're worried about what he's doing on the ground. You're worried about your own safety. Like, I mean, you could say, yeah, I need to be checking on this officer, but you got so many people around you yelling, doing this and doing, like, man, come on, man. Like, and it is normal or not normal. I wouldn't say normal, but a lot of the times people in handcuffs or somebody under arrest or something like that will say that they can't breathe or will say that the handcuffs are too tight. My arm is going to sleep or something like that. And they're lying. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that's what happened with this. You know, apparently he couldn't breathe because, you know, he passed away. But anybody can sit back and say what they would have done, but they don't know until it happens. That's why I'm saying, like, I've been involved in shootings and I didn't do nowhere near what I said I was going to do or what I thought I would do. You feel me? So, I mean, like, anybody can sit here and say what somebody should have done or what they would have done, but you never know until it happens.
Easy Dozer, I'm with you on this one. It's like he's saying the issue wasn't the knee and the neck, it's how long. Like, I mean,
no doubt. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is I don't know what I would have done in that situation because I don't pay attention what another officer is doing. We've been trained. Okay, so law enforcement has been trained to study outside of your bubble. You see what I'm saying? Like SWAT training. That's why when they walk through the door, that's why they're focused on everything else. You can have an officer behind you with a gun and not worried about getting shot in your back. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not worried about that. You're worried about the outside of your bubble. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's something that we're, you know, trained on when it comes down to it. You worry about officer safety and who could bring a threat to your bubble. Not inside your bubble, but who can bring a threat to your bubble. So, like I said, I mean, a lot of people can sit here and sit down and say, like, you know, this is what I would have done, but you don't know that. You don't know that. I'm pretty sure you had boys on the streets that say they would do something. Once that fire come out, boys, it's a totally different story.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I guess for me, that was probably the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Most publicized, one of the more publicized cases.
Yeah.
But obviously we heard of, God, man, countless cases across America where this is going on. Right. And I know this is your career. Mm-hmm. And I know you're a cool guy. So I don't never want to put, that's what I was talking about when you got to separate it, because sometimes, man, have you ever looked at a situation? Or is there one you could think of that may have been highly televised where you like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, ain't no way that officer should have did that. That was crazy.
George Floyd. Hell yeah. Yes, George Floyd. There was another one in South Carolina where the guy dropped the taser and shot him in the back. Yep, that's another one. There was another one in South Carolina where the highway patrolman shot that dude in the back 4 times when he told him to go to the car and get his license, and he got shot in the back. Yes, there are plenty of them. I'm not saying that at all, yes. But even with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say that what I would have done if I was in that situation or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't go on what ifs. You know what I'm saying? I go on what I know I've done in the past.
Right. Chucky, man, they say advise folks to wash their heads as they put them in the patrol car, but not when to cut off someone's breathing.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
But I don't know. I guess for us, obviously, and you made this statement before I ever asked the question of, basically, I guess what we said, we wouldn't know if we're not police, right? You say you see things, police are going to see things from a certain perspective. So I guess what we saying is, damn, man, if I see the police over here, yo, come on, man. Even if I'm an officer, I can't say that because I'm not an officer.
Right.
But if I'm there and I see this dude doing this, and it's like, bro, he done had enough. He can't do nothing. There's too many of us. One of him, he done. Like the dude, y'all got him.
I've had to do that before. Like there has been times I've had to do that before. But I'm not going to speak on a situation that I have not been involved in, is what I'm saying. Like I have had to tell officers, you need to go back to the car. You need to calm down. It ain't that serious. He's in cuffs, guys. Calm down. He's in cuffs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've had to do that before. That's not nothing. I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I think people are trying to say that I wouldn't do anything. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I was not there to say what I would have done. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on what I would have done. Now, I'm telling you that I have stopped officers before from going overboard. Yes. But on that situation, I can't speak on what I would have done.
Clover Tack, what up? Monday morning quarterbacking. What is Monday morning quarterbacking?
That's basically looking at a situation and trying to say what he should have done or what you would have done or something like that.
Monday morning quarterbacking, because you wasn't the quarterback in the game.
Right.
I'm just going
to say, you don't know why he threw
the ball to number 87.
Exactly.
All right. So I get that. And I also get that, wrong is wrong. Like, there's a point, I've met people, man, bro, not just police, like to get off of police. There's people in real life, right? In other situations. Bro, I had a job I used to work not too long ago, about maybe a year ago. So I got he's a boss. He's still there. Like, he like that. He one of them guys that I feel like in my head, you had to be bullied before.
Right.
He the dude that always walk around, with his chest out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That always had me feeling like you a chump, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish if you didn't have that power in here, Boy, you just don't know. Sometimes I just wanted to put him to sleep. You hear me, Diesel? Just
you don't know how many officers are out there like that, bro. It's a bunch of them, bro. And it's not even. I know you see them, but there are a lot more than what you actually see, man. It is sad. You can just tell if an officer only got that badge and that gun because they want to prove something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I think those are the type of officers that I tend to have an issue.
Right.
And one of the reasons I never address that type of stuff or those political situations, because then we start to learn, the hearts of some people. Like, it gets weird, man. There's two sides.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be those that say, "Oh, he deserved that. That officer had to do it," and then now you got people like, "Wait a minute, the hell you mean he deserved that? That's crazy. You don't deserve to kill him, man. I don't give a damn what he did. He ain't killed nobody."
Yeah, they were like, you had people out there trying to bring up that man's background. Like, what does his background have to do with him dying on the road like that, man? Like, that's what I don't understand, man. You have a lot of people trying to say, "Oh, he was a criminal anyway." It don't matter. Even if he broke the law, even if he broke the law, then he was in cuffs.
I hate that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I take that type of stuff personal because I broke the law.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I made bad decisions, man, as a youngster, but in no way am I an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stupid. Like I know I made bad decisions.
Right.
That time I was doing what I was doing. Some of it was hustling, trying to eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't messed up growing up to the point where we didn't have food or nothing like that, but we didn't have a lot though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My parents couldn't buy Jordans. They couldn't do all of that. You know what I mean? Right. We have food, as you can look at me and tell. Other than that though, man, wasn't nothing promised. So we all had to, not gonna say we all, but a lot of us had to do what we had to do.
Right.
So I don't never knock guys that, I put it like this. I don't never knock guys that I know that hustle because they have to.
Right.
I do knock those that hustle when they don't have to. When you do have other options.
Right.
Like I have a problem with that. But man, listen, sometimes people gotta do what they gotta do. Right. It's tough. I got family members right now who good guys, man, just caught a bad rap. I got a cousin caught a case that really had nothing to do with him. Police ran the crib, they found some guns. The guns wasn't even his, but he wasn't gonna tell.
Right.
He went and sat down 2 years, and he's a super good dude, right?
Yep.
But look how that screwed him up. It make life difficult for him coming home because he decided, I ain't gonna say nothing. A lot of people like, man, you should have told. No, you shouldn't have told.
But see that the thing about it is,
off I'm cut from.
Right, and there are a lot of guys out there that are in the dope game or in the criminal game because they feel like there's no other way for them, that are real good people. Like real good people. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with cops. Cops are out there and some of them are real good people. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is, and Big Joe, per the coroner's officer report, he overdosed, man. That ain't like, come on, bro. Like that ain't even, that dude was killed, man. Like, come on, man.
We know what we saw.
Yeah, like I understand what you're saying with the coroner's office and all that stuff, but I've been an officer for 16 years, man. And I ain't never thought about putting my knee on somebody's neck that's handcuffed. Period. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never thought about that. That ain't never been a thought of my mind. Now putting it in the small of their back, yeah, so they can't wiggle and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. I've done that. But in their neck, man, come on, man. Like there's certain things that we're trained to do and there's certain things that we're not. And regardless of what you want to say, man,
Bro, I know it's a serious situation. I just got the funniest text message ever, and I'm gonna reveal it later.
Right.
But we talking too serious right now. Yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot of. It gets emotional, man.
It does.
I done seen. I mean, it's been a few times, man, that I watched over the last few years. There's some of the things that I've seen with like police brutality that got me emotional. The only other things that ever made me really get down and dirty, man, I done lost some close people, man, a lot of homies. coming up, but things that really hit me hard. Like I remember when Katrina happened. That broke me down. I wasn't, and I didn't even have no people involved. But that was something that broke me down, bro.
Right.
Like I thought that was the unthinkable. So, and then some of the police brutality did the same thing, man. When I saw those people out there, bro, when that whole situation kicked off, me and my son and my other homie was downtown Chicago at we was at a meeting, and we were just coming out of that meeting, and we was walking back across Michigan Avenue getting back to the cars and everything. And bro, this is when the riots first kicked off.
Right.
But we walking past the Gucci store, and all I see, it went crazy. You hear me?
Right.
It went crazy, man. And we was in the midst of all of it at that point.
Right.
And now people judged it a certain way.
But that's the problem.
They it's like, man, why these people doing that? Why you tearing this up? Why you doing that?
Right.
And I guess it's like, people felt like, man, our voices ain't being heard. We gotta go downtown and tear that up. We're gonna leave out the neighborhood. We're gonna go down. They'll pay attention when we tear that up, because otherwise it's just gonna be a bunch of kumbaya, and nobody's gonna listen. See, I'm not condoning. Yes, I am. Because I'm gonna say I'm not condoning it, but I see where they was coming from. So that's kind of like I'm saying the same thing but different. So I get it. That's what I'll say. I get where they was coming from, bro. I saw the emotion. You see what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't touching me. They wasn't hurting each other. They like some people, and then you had those idiots out there who was just doing it to be doing it, trying to go come up. They trying to grab something. They're trying to do this.
But see, I think that kind of takes away from the message. It takes away from the message, because the people that you're trying to talk to are looking at you like you're crazy. The people that you're trying to get the message to are looking at you like you're crazy. If you're trying, like, you understand where they're coming from, but Bobby Jean don't. Carl doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't understand where you coming from. All he sees is a whole bunch of black people breaking into a store and tearing some stuff up. He don't understand that. So the message is lost when it comes down to it.
I'm saying though, like now, I mean, if you look at statistics, right? Even though police brutality is still happening today, ain't like it was 2 years ago. It ain't as bad as it was because of all the national attention that it got. Now, does that make them not put it in the media as much, or do you think it went down a little bit? Or as a law enforcement officer, even though I know you're not out there doing that stuff, but do you think it made some police officers a little bit more hesitant to?
Yeah, once they found out people pulling out cell phones, heck yeah. That's why. Yeah, that's why I've seen a whole officer's attitude change once that cell phone come out. I've seen them change, bro. Like, yes, that has helped a lot when it comes down to it, because the thing that they would have done without knowing that cell phone was there has changed because they know that somebody's watching and it's recorded. It ain't just your word against mine. Here's the video, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it that happens a lot. That's why officers got the body cam. That's why a lot of rules came out to where you have to put your body cam on whenever you interact with the public.
Okay. Now let me get off of this because right now I feel like I'm doing something to you that a brother came in here and did to me, and I didn't like it. So I want to apologize to you because I feel like I'm asking you a lot of these questions from police, because you're not responsible for what happens with all other police. Right. I remember a dude came in here talking to me about what's going on in Chicago. What are you doing about the violence that's going on in Chicago? Like I can single-handedly stop the violence. I wish I could, because you better believe it. If I could, I would have did it. So
and that's what I'm saying. Listen. I don't take no responsibility for what another man does, police or not. I'm not taking responsibility for none of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I know what I do. I've been complained on. I know that. So part of the problem, I will say this, and this is the last thing I'll say about this situation because you want to move on. But part of the problem is that there have been so many misclaims of police brutality. It's sometimes hard to believe sometimes when it's actually going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people have called wolf and been proven to be wrong because I've been complained on so many times, bro. Like you just, I mean, literally, I have had a lot of complaints. I had a complaint the other day. A lady said that I was being just so rude to her because I told her, I will explain to you why I stopped you once you give me your license. She didn't like that. She thought I needed to tell her right then and there. So she complained on me about, you know, how forceful and how demeaning I was to her by talking to her that way. Like, it happens so much, man. And it's one of those things, you know, you look at it, if somebody keeps on crying wolf, when is it actually happening? You know what I'm saying? And we all know it does happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm gonna get off it because everybody is gonna start getting emotional. But I will ask you another question. They had nothing to do with police.
All right.
Trayvon Martin.
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts on that Zimmerman dude?
I think Florida's stand your ground law is a bunch of bull. I think that is one of the most horrible laws they ever came out with. Especially when you hear the phone conversation of dispatch saying, do not go out there after that. So after that, boy, don't do it. Stay in your house. Don't do anything. I just feel like, man, when it comes to that and the situation gets to the point where somebody's life is taken and you're the one that actually did it, I think that should take that should be a lot of consideration when it comes to the conviction of the person. You know what I'm saying? See, here in North Carolina, if you start a fight and then you start losing and end up shooting somebody, you're going to be convicted of murder because you started the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Zimmerman, he did what he did, and he shouldn't have. He wanted to be the police so bad that he went out there trying to be his own police, and I hate that he didn't, but you know, that's one of those things.
What happened? I felt like he went out there messing with that young buck.
Yep.
Boy probably beat his ass. He up the strap shot him.
I feel like that's exactly what happened.
And he's still walking around.
Yep.
Somewhere with his head on a swivel. He better.
I mean but that's not the only case, man. There's a black man that got shot at a gas station by an older white man because I don't even know the exact. What I believe happened was the older white man confronted him. Black guy started getting to him. Older man fell down, pulled out a gun, and shot him twice while the dude was walking away. Yeah.
And beat it?
Yeah. Stand your ground law.
Y'all got that too?
That was in Florida. That was same place in Florida. It happened in Florida. We don't have stand your ground.
Oh.
That was another case in Florida.
I don't know, man. Whew. That was good though. I want to get all our deep stuff out the way, man.
Well, let's have some fun. Now.
Everybody take a deep breath. How I'm looking on the light, man?
We at 107. We good. We at 107.
Electric Games, what up? Sheena, how are you? Whoever I haven't spoke to, how y'all doing, man?
Same here, man. Y'all be good, man.
I chose to, y'all know I don't really do this often. So I chose to do it with my boy because I know I can do it. I know it's okay. He gonna chop it up with me. And I want to make it clear. I made it clear at the beginning. I want to be clear with y'all. Diesel is my homie. I don't know what the hell he do out there on the police force in Carolina, but I know I ain't never had nothing but positive interaction with this brother. No reason to believe anything otherwise. So I don't want y'all getting hot at him about some of the questions that we asked him pertaining to things that he ain't got shit to do with.
I mean, listen, I don't, other than somebody putting words in my mouth, and I don't know what Baltimore James, I think it was, putting words in my mouth. I don't really care. As long as you ain't trying to make it seem like I'm trying to say one thing and the other, we good.
Yeah, I mean, it is that, man. And I think that we all understand that people are asking those questions. And I imagine that, man, it gets tough being a police officer, boy, because especially everybody. Then don't people ask you stupid questions too? You ever get your family
Man.
calling you talking about, hey man,
Oh God.
they ask you the
God,
police
oh.
questions about the.
So what's gonna happen when what's gonna happen if I'm driving around with no license? I said, why you asking? So I'm pulled over. What you think gonna happen?
or they calling you to get out the ticket.
Right,
Man,
right.
they got me pulled over here.
Hey,
Man,
listen,
I was only doing 80 and a 20, but
my mom will FaceTime me right when she get pulled over and be like, you know him. You know him.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That got to be funny right there. When that happens.
Yeah, man. My mom do that all the time, man.
Especially with mama. And then some of your fellow officers probably know it's your mom too. God.
Right. I've only had one officer say, I know who your son is, but I wasn't gonna give you a ticket anyway.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, it's like, yo, man, we're in a state. I'm not known throughout the whole state. Like, good God.
Definitely, man. I like that, E-Money. He said we're a solid family in here. Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me tell y'all something. There's gonna be them days we're gonna have heated discussions. And if everything keep it at 100% real, man, and y'all all being real and solid, we ain't taking none of this stuff to heart. Ain't none of this stuff. We're not finna get up close and personal with each other like that.
I think it was a good conversation, bro. I don't feel like it was heated at all, man. It was one of them things like, you know, a lot of people have questions for the police, and a lot of police aren't willing to ask those questions. And sometimes when police say stuff like, I don't know what I would have done, they think they're trying to scapegoat. And that is literally like, you just don't know, man. Like, bro, I mean, a lot of people say they carry around guns, and all these people that say they carry around guns for protection and all that stuff. But once that heat start flying, man, you have no idea if you're going to fight or flight.
Yeah, JQ. What up?
You just don't know.
Shannon, what up?
What up, JQ?
Yeah, man, I know y'all saw it. I had a whole video about that. We can get into that a little bit. People always talking about what they'll do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because in times where, especially in 2A, you know, you're carrying a gun.
Right.
Sometimes it makes some of these guys feel invincible, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then they feel like, oh, man, you run up on me, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I ain't running. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing, you know, I'm going to bust a cap in the mother. You know, everybody tough until it's time to be tough, man.
Yep.
You know? And I'm always the guy that basically tells everybody just get home safe, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a tough side to me. I promise you. There's a side to me that people don't want to see. I imagine there's a side to everybody that people don't want to see. But
right.
I tried everything in my power to never have to allow that side to come out. Boy, do you hear me, Diesel? Like, I go to the extreme to keep everybody on the up and up. Right. Let's all be cool. Everybody be cool, man. It's easier and safer that way.
Right.
You know. So at the end of the day, though, man, you just said some magic words, bro. You never know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I always say that. You know, I say, what would you do? People, you know, you got to train, you know, your mind, get your mind right so you be mentally prepared to do this and that. But if somebody get the drop on you, you done. It doesn't matter how much training you got. None of that shit don't really matter, man, if somebody got the drop on you. That's how I feel.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
So we just got to try to be safe, man, and stay out the way as much as possible.
Yes,
if
sir.
you ask me, let's do what we're doing right now. Learn as much as we can. Learn more about these firearms. Stay cool. Boy, the chat is hot, Diesel.
Yeah, man. Poindexter, stop getting mad, man. It's all good, bro. We good.
Poindexter 5280s.
Poindexter get mad about some of these comments, boy. We good, man.
Calm down, man.
Yeah, we good, bro. Let's change the subject so we don't have
this is a see.
It ain't that serious.
Y'all
bro.
just help me out though, all you knuckleheads, because this is why I don't do that on my channel. You get me? That's why I don't do it. Because it gets too, they get in here too much.
Yeah, man.
You know, we talking, but you gotta sometimes, man, somebody gonna say something you don't agree with. You just gotta keep it moving. Out of respect for me, I'm gonna ask y'all, let's get off of that, man. Let's get into something more lightheaded. Like how short Diesel really is. You know, how short he looked on camera.
I'm 5'9". Okay.
Damn, he the same height as me. I can't even call him
5'9". I'm just not as round.
because
So,
according to, I ain't that a bitch. According to MHP, these was 4'8.5", and he walked funny.
Hey man,
According to MHP.
Oh, I know Uncle Carl ain't talking, man. I know Uncle Carl ain't talking, man.
Conversations have to be had. Skilly there say, Diesel, I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it.
I wore my door knocker t-shirt to the block party today. Everybody liked it. Hey, thank you, Lewis Neely. Damn. Gun in the hookah talking about short folks. Poindexter said he looked 5'2".
Poindexter, man, you ain't even smart. You better shut your mouth.
Hey, Diesel was probably part of my. I'm gonna say the funniest live we probably ever had, man. I almost have to go on record and say that, man.
That was a good one, man.
That night was classic. We'll never be able to duplicate that again.
And we can try.
We can try.
I'm always willing to make jokes now. Hey.
It happened so organic, man.
It did. It was fun, man. I had a real good time, man.
Oh,
and see, that brings back so many memories, just sitting there joking and picking at each other. Like, that's what we did in the hood, man. Like, that's what we did back in the day when I'm talking about preteen days. Like, we just picked at each other, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, man. Urban second gen, what up? MHP said I didn't say that.
I saw the video, MHP. I saw the video, so it's on now.
Oh boy, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Hey, you know who funny as hell, bro?
Who that?
Skillionaire, man.
Oh yeah, he looked funny.
He do look funny. I have to agree with you there. But that dude is so damn funny, man, and don't even be trying to be. That's what makes
right.
It. Hold on, man. I just saw something.
Trekker, what's going on?
Roasted garlic goose. He's an RGG and roasted garlic goose. What up, Trekker Mac? Hey, you still ain't been able to talk Trekker into getting a YouTube channel? She's very popular now.
Well, why Baltimore James so mad?
He's still tight.
Yeah, he tight, man. Come on, Baltimore, we good, bro.
B-Mos, chill out, nephew. It's all love, man. No, it get heated, man. Listen. Think about, like, and I ain't gonna get back on it, but think about what some of these fellas had. He out in B-More.
Right.
You know it's crazy over there.
Oh yeah, I know it is. But I'm in North Carolina.
I imagine, man, they just like it's just it gets to them sometimes.
But I'm in North Carolina. I ain't
got
nothing to do with Baltimore.
And you like, Diesel TV, man.
Right, like come on now. Like
it's all love, man. There you go, Juice on Skitty there. I got my eye on you. You wasn't in the live the other night, bro. The dude come in the live and say, I mean, he just came in casually and he was like, hey, what's going on, y'all? I had to ask a question about getting my aim down because back when I was younger, when I was a kid, I had got stabbed in my eye, and I've been having some trouble, getting my aim right, keeping one eye open. And he just kept talking, and then Gun in the Hookah was hosting with me, and we just had to stop him. Like, wait a minute, you just gonna skip over the part about you got stabbed in your eye,
right?
To talk about the aim, like it was unbelievable, man. That was the funniest shit ever. And then as he told a story, because this is what I thought in my head, these. I didn't tell nobody this, I don't think. In my mind, I was saying, I knew Skip, because he's from Detroit. I say, man, I knew he put that work in them streets, man. Boy, done got stabbed in the eye, man, and been through it. And as he continued to talk, he'd tell us his sister stabbed him in the eye while she was trying to cut the ham. He walked up behind us, scared, and turned around, jabbed him. Oh boy, I was like,
I at least lied about that, bro.
I'm telling you, I told him I would have had a story out this world for how I got stabbed in the eye. Ain't no way I would have told a ham knife story. Juice say RGG, real grocery gripper. Thanks, bro.
Kevin says Red Bull is bad. Stop drinking it.
AAF, what up? What up?
Cigars are bad too.
New sub here. What's going on? AR Gun 1776, my man. Thank you.
AAF, what's good, man?
Child of YouTube was doing it for clout and money. And whack, RGG, I respect you. Thank you, Wayne. I swear, man. I don't know if you was in here earlier, Wayne, but I addressed that. Because one thing I don't do this YouTube thing for is clout.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's the realest thing I can ever say to you. Because to be honest, I know a lot of people that's clouted. They're not in 2A.
Right.
I know some 2A people that's clouded now. But no, I know people, I really know people that's clouded. Like one night I brought Papa in here from the Shy, but I know people in the music industry. I mean, I know them. I can make that phone call and do it for clout. I don't do that, man. I never do that. I don't never try to pull them strings. I'm just a real dude. You can ask several dudes up in here. They can get me on the phone. I'm chopping it up with them. If they ask me to help them, I do it, the best that I can. I can't help everybody.
Right.
Helping myself sometimes, but I do what I can do when I can do it, man. So that's one thing I stand on. I'm one of the realest people you ever meet. CR42 got a little tight too, man. Junior, I was watching him in the chat. Junior was a little tight in there too. I'm just watching all the people. I'm learning about y'all attitudes, man.
Right.
We learned about Carbon Q a couple weeks ago. 223 said I look like I ate the Michelin Man. Man, shut up, man.
Caleb says if I ever get chased by an officer husky as these, I'm not husky. One, I ain't husky.
Hey, Diesel ain't chasing nobody. He already.
And I'm not chasing you. Right, you ain't giving nobody but yourself a hard time because I ain't chasing you. You best believe that. I am not gonna chase you. I'll get you another day. It ain't that serious to me.
Hey, CR42 said I hope I could do this for a living one day. Hey, don't think I'll turn it down, bro. Now, if it fall in my lap where I can, solely depend on YouTube and really get a bag, I'm all over that. I'd be a fool to turn that away.
My twin brother was at my house today, and he was like, man, YouTube's doing good, man. What are you going to do if it gets so big to where you're making a whole bunch more money than you will be making as a police officer? I said, I love policing. I love it, man. I can't stop doing it. I wouldn't give up policing.
You're a bad man.
Yeah, man, I couldn't do it, bro.
If I get to the bag, get to the point where I'm,
bro,
I'm gone. It's
bro,
I did every day.
I did a year and a half of policing and didn't get paid for it.
Oh yeah, you're a bad man. I ain't never did nothing a year and a half and ain't get paid for it.
Always wanted to do, man. That it just brings me joy to help people like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something I've always wanted to do, and I just enjoy doing it.
You said Coley on the just bought a Porsche. Zach said, Diesel, I'm fat. You husky.
Come on, Zach.
Hey, man, you got to respect it if it's coming from Zach.
Nah, I ain't
you got to respect that. If he
said,
I
done lost 30 pounds in the last 8 weeks.
I'm not husky. That's crack. Don't nothing make nobody lose 30 pounds in 8 weeks but crack.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Diets ever.
I went through a bodybuilding phase where I knew I was going to compete until I got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to do a diet. So it's not that hard for me to lose weight.
All right, Junior say he all right now. He was just amped up for a short amount of time. Thank you, Junior. BMO say he good.
Good. Come on, BMO. Yeah, we good, man.
You're a solid dude. BMO a good dude, man. All right, everybody like this, man. Everybody back good. Out of respect for me, we're gonna all get good because I got respect for y'all. Let's reciprocate it. My man. Thank you for your service, Diesel.
No problem. No problem.
Facts, man. Because I told you, bro, that was a tough thing for me, man. You're probably like the second or third police officer that I can have that genuine respect for.
Right.
That's a fact. Like, bro, I be looking at them. I ain't disrespectful or nothing. I don't do that. I just look at them all sideways, you know.
Well, I mean, listen.
I don't know why. It's just.
But I think this is what I think though, bro. It's well deserved when it comes to the profession because there's so many out there that have done people wrong, or just been butts just because. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no need for that. You already stopping them for breaking the law. You're already gonna give them a ticket. Why you got to be an ass? Why you got to be a butthole about it also? You know what I'm saying? Like that's. I mean, that's just it don't make sense to me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I try to be overly nice and try to be as comfortable as I make that person as comfortable as I can when I'm on the side of the road because they already getting the ticket. There's no need for all that.
Big Fish Little Boat said. Hey, somebody slow MHP down, would you? He on a roll out there. Do you hear me? he going ham. These of you definitely give cops a chance for me. Where before, 0 chance. That's dope. That is
appreciate it. And that's why I did the YouTube channel, man. Truthfully speaking, that's why they're continuing to let me do the YouTube channel. Because, you know, I just wanted a better light on police, especially after the light that we're getting from a lot of these officers out here. You know what I'm saying? So there are officers out there that are normal. They might not be as many as you see in the media and all that stuff, but we're out here being normal, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we're normal just like everybody else. And we ain't the types that everybody run into. You only remember the cops that give that, you know what I'm saying, that are just overly one way or another. They're either overly nice or they're overly bad. You don't remember the ones that's just normal.
Right.
Feel me?
Hey man, I need to find who made the comment about the tactical Crocs. I just need to find out the first person that said it, you know, so I just want to know. No particular reason. I just need to know who it was. I don't know if it was Ramsey, J.R. Scott. Somebody commented with the tactical Croc. And you know, y'all really getting beside yourself. Junior, you done got mad again.
You wear Crocs to the range?
I had on Crocs when I was out there shooting. You know,
I ain't even pay attention to your Crocs.
I know you didn't because you didn't comment on them.
Right.
See, because you would have been one of those guys that would have said
so. You know I would have that pinky toe sticking out the side. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I had on white Crocs too.
Oh God. Dang. Oh man.
Hot Tub Tony says neighbor police. Oh, who called Diesel Bushwick Bill?
Don't do it. Don't. Who did it? Who did it?
Oh, damn. Who said that? I must have missed that one. They called me Bushwick Bill. Baltimore James, I look like the midget from the Ghetto Boy. That would be Bushwick. I don't look like. Hey, somebody blocked that fool.
Who?
Baltimore James said I look like Bushwick Bill, the midget from the Ghetto.
Oh no, I get that. I see that.
You see the resemblance too?
Now I thought you was casted for one of the Hobbit movies. Is what I was thinking when I first met you. I thought maybe.
Hey, Kelvin, appreciate you, bro, man. It's a lot of haters that move around. You know, they want to talk about my white Crocs. They was very comfortable for me, and I was able to hit the target. That's all that mattered, man. I might be.
You know that site. You know that site was off. That site was off.
His site was not off, man.
That site was off.
Now we could get back into our gun conversations because this is what me and Diesel do best.
Right.
I'm the cheap gun guy. He the expensive gun guy. We became homies and we just discuss it now. Let's go. He's the MPX lover. I'm the Strybog guy. And his video, y'all, if y'all ain't watched it yet, if you ain't subscribed to Diesel TV, please do yourself a favor and go check my boy out.
Thank you.
Now, on top, past that though, he's got this video out there where he compares these guns because he got, in my opinion, some of the dopest PCCs that's available on the market. We can agree on that, right? If we start talking about the MPX, the Scorpion, the Strybog, I mean, until you start, like you get with Big Fish, Little Boat, you start talking B&Ts and stuff like that.
Right.
But these are, I wouldn't even say the best or top. I'll just say most popular ones, very popular ones. I'll just leave it wherever. So, long story short, I'm watching Diesel video. He gets down to his last two. He's going back and forth with the Scorpion and the Strybog. This is how I know him and I have a lot in common. because he was struggling to figure out, because the MPX had to win. There was no way he was coming out of that video without that MPX winning. Same way I wasn't coming out of my video.
Not after all that crap I done talked. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Heck no. I don't care if that bug jammed on every bullet. MPX again.
Hey, look, we gonna come clean tonight.
Right.
Ain't neither one of us backtracking on what we on. Somebody commented on that. He's like, man, you just ain't gonna let that strike box take an L out of you. Hell no. I done went too hard for this gun for too long. Man. Ain't no way in the hell. And we both, it's so funny, bro, because we both came to the same conclusion.
I was surprised, bro.
Believe it or not, my video was recorded before I saw his.
And see, I never seen his
video. Be my witness. My video was recorded before we saw Diesel's, and we both came to pretty much the same conclusion. I say it comes down to preference, bro. It's subjective. Those are great firearms, man. That MPX is a mother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The thing about it is, what takes away from the MPX is the price of that Strybog. But what takes away from the Strybog is how the MPX shoots. So it, like I said, it's preference. You're gonna get a good shooting experience. You're gonna get a great shooting experience out of both of them, hands down. And that could be me, because listen, I'm not some competition shooter that knows what everything feels like and exactly how it's supposed to feel. What I can tell you though is, when I shoot both of those firearms, Daryl B loves his MPX. Y'all saw it on the video, man. He loved that thing. Right.
It's a great firearm. That was his first time shooting the Strybog, and he came away with the same conclusion. Like, bro, it's a great firearm. Like, they are both solid guns. If you in the market to get you a PCC and you don't have one, and I'm gonna go with Big Fish Little Boat too, even though he out there talking shit. But that B&T is a dope ass firearm too, man. The Banshees. So all of these guys, I don't think you can go wrong with them. If you own any of those guns, even a Scorpion for that matter,
even a Paul Metal State $600 PCC. Like, I mean,
there's some good ones out there. Damn, well, I can't think of the damn name, but my Brigade, my BM9.
Right.
Great 9mm carbine.
Right.
But the recoil on it is a lot stiffer than Strybog, MPX, and all of that. So that's why you don't hear me bringing in the conversation as much, because recoil tends to be one of the things that everybody speak on first. It ain't always accuracy. It ain't always the trigger. They just talk about a felt recoil.
Right.
Came across channel by accident, went ahead and subscribed. I like what I see so far. Also have a small reload in the gun channel here on YouTube. Keep it on. All right, Echoes Reloading Chamber. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Urban Gun Reviews going on, both.
Urban up in here?
Yeah, Urban up in here.
My man, what's up? Respect, brother. Urban Gun Reviews dope, man.
Right.
I mean, he a nice guy, man. I remember one night he was in Big Dre Live, and there was something going on in there. They were talking about everything. I think he was supposed to be getting interviewed, and the live was on a whole nother subject. By the time they got to him, he had sat in the live about an hour before they said something to him.
Right.
And he might be the only dude on YouTube. He probably broke a record because he might be the only dude that put more money into a Scorpion than he paid for. Did you see his video?
Yes. What's up, YouTube family?
Yeah.
It's your boy Urban Gun Reviews.
That boy PH
here for Urban Gun Review.
Hey, he be dead serious with it.
I love that boy, man. I love that boy.
He make you listen. I tell you that.
Right.
Nephew, Real Rambo J up here. I'm glad you made it in. Hey nephew, can you tell them what you text me while I was live? Please. This is weird. It's just weird. First of all, the text is weird for a Sunday night. Yeah. Second of all, the question he asked me was even weirder than the text being on a Sunday night. It's just outdated. The whole question. Just tell him. I'm gonna let you tell him. Oh, that was Big Fish that said the tactical Crocs first. Yeah, he did. You gonna talk about flip the switch on and they go in the 4x4. Yeah, he went in on me, man. He went in on me bad. Now you gonna say it was for my mom's. He lied. He lied right there. He lied, man. He said Grandpa Strybog is very impressive. It's a dope gun, man.
Dope. All of them are dope guns, man.
Yeah, man. He said Gershon just copped a Scorpion. He got a dope collection. Building the Aero Precision ECP. Okay. Oh, that wasn't you, Ramsey J. My bad, man. Let me be a man about it. My apology, young blood. I can't type good right now. Gun loving grandpa. What's going on, man? I ain't seen gun loving grandpa in a minute. Where the hell you been? There's a lot of people in here, Diesel. I can't keep up.
I can't either. I'm trying to. But
What's going on, Narrett? You're gonna say check your phone. Man, what the hell wrong with you? Nephew, what's wrong, man? Oh, no. Oh. He said, can you at least tell the people we 1-1 on the MPX? And man, your comment breaking up, bro. I can't even read this shit.
Jerron Rogers, appreciate that. Just sub.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt, Urban, man. We this live has become very fun, man.
Oh yeah.
This dude that did, man. Oh, what did you do, man? Man, then he gonna say don't say nothing.
Right.
God.
Right.
Rodney Brady, thank you, man. Rodney Brady said, dope show. I told at least 10 people. Thanks, bro. Hey, I've been on him since he first came in live when I was telling people Chicago got the best food in the United States. This is how I always remember him because he came in going to tell me that Florida or something got the best food. And that's how we start, fussing back and forth. And I think his wife from Chicago tells me that it was unbelievable. And me and him been into it ever since. But he's still cool with me.
Right.
We're just gonna always disagree on that bull.
Man, have you ever had any trolls on your in your comments or anything like that?
Not in the comments, but I think it's a dude that be coming in the live. He be trolling, man.
Man, look, I had one dude say he was gonna call the FBI on me because I was impersonating a police officer. It's so funny.
He said you impersonating the police.
He said I was impersonating the police. He was gonna call. He was gonna call North Carolina Justice and all that. He was gonna call everybody on me. He came in my live one day too. It was early when I was doing my early lives, man. You know what I'm saying? He came in there and was telling everybody that I was not the real police and all this other stuff, man. It was funny.
$2 say he 9 subs away from hitting 100 subscribers, man.
Yeah, y'all get
$2 man. Let's get him there. Big Fish said only the Banshee Vector and B&T coming 45 and 10. Something has to be said. And what's got to be said?
Right. If I was to get another PCC, it would be in 10 millimeter. Next one I get is going to be a 10 millimeter.
I got one in 10, but it ain't one of those.
It's you got the Vector, right?
No, I got the Vector in 45. I got a T&W Aero Precision pistol, Aero survival pistol.
Gotcha.
10 millimeter. I had QB said I had a few trolls. I don't. What trolls did I have in the comments? Oh, we did have one a while back when I first started doing the interviews. The dude, I can't remember his name on YouTube, but man, bro, he was in my channel for a long time, bro, like a regular.
Right.
In the lives, I mean. He was a regular, bro. And when I first did the interview, that was when I brought Yoki in. She was the first person I ever interviewed when I started doing this. And the dude was like, are you only gonna bring black people on your?
Oh, I remember that.
It was crazy.
I remember that, yeah. I remember that.
And man, he just blew me because it shocked me because he had been a part of the lives for so long.
Right.
So I don't know, man. That was one for sure. And then he kept doing it. Like he would. Then he started going on the comments of the videos and would start leaving crazy comments. Then he left something crazy on over there on Big Dre channel, and after a while, just we ain't see him no more.
Right.
Then we had the one brother, another one. He was here from the beginning or from early on, and he April started coming in the live. So she was the very first female to ever come into the live. And I made her a moderator.
Right.
She's the first mod I had because I just felt that I should have done that because, man, she would come in here and it's 30, 40 people at that time on a regular, and she'd be the only female. No, that was like
I ain't got enough people in my life.
Trying the data and it was few guys, they didn't know they you know how it is.
Trake, I'm gonna get with you. On that. I would love to have a Banshee 10.
Trake in here selling stuff again. Sell one more gun in here, Trake. One more.
You can sell it to me. That's fine.
Thank you, Life of the Real Toy Smith.
And that 30 days is off because I'm getting it this month.
So you done broke the pack already?
I didn't even agree to the pack.
You terrible.
Okay.
How you not going? Come on, man.
When you see a video on that Banshee 10, you know it was the one I relapsed on.
It's broke. It's broke. That Banshee 10 come up as broke, huh?
Right.
But yeah, man. So I had that dude. He used to be in here. And then when I made April the moderator, he's like, oh, man, as soon as the channel started getting moderators, that's when the YouTubers started changing. And then you don't want to act right. And the dude, he was one of those guys that had my number and everything.
Wow.
And he would text me, and bro, he sent me a long text one day like, yeah, man, I've seen this happen before. That's when the channel go down the drain, when you start getting moderators and guys can't say what they want. Because he used to be Delray Dan. It was Delray Dan him. But I used to call him the Pink Taco Man. Let's not get into it.
Right.
But it was something he used to say every time he come in, and it was funny. But I told him, as long as you ain't disrespecting none of these women directly, we all adults in here.
Right.
So if you say something that's a little sideways, people get it. Sometimes it's just funny.
Right.
But he stopped coming.
Like the other night I made my comment.
That was terrible, Diesel. That was one of the worst comments you ever made, man.
It was true though.
I couldn't believe you said it. Like you shocked all of us. That was the first time somebody said something and the whole live got quiet. Trake almost left the chat.
Right.
People like, what the hell?
She almost disowned me. She almost disowned me.
AK Lover said, I remember them chat days, man. Small chat days. Definitely. AK Lover been here, man. Shout out to all of y'all that's been here for the long haul.
Right.
For real. It's been quite a few too. Yeah, CQB, remember your comment. Gray Man 47, what up? Yeah, everybody gonna remember that. And Diesel just flew out too. Like he just, man, we got the elephant. I was like, Diesel, what the hell is wrong with you, man? Chill out.
Man, listen, that's the first thing that came to my mind when he talked about that long ass barrel and that big old gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, first thing I was like, what the heck?
He said those are the new Yeezy tacticals. Thank you, Marshall Wiley. Marshall Wiley been around
appreciate it.
for a long while too, man.
Appreciate it, Marshall.
Tyler been around for a long time. QB been around for a long time. Roro, Puff. I don't know what Puff at now. I see he comment on the video sometime, but I don't see him in the live that much.
Right. I had to step away from going on lives and all that stuff, man, because when I text you, I've been working on that for the last
23
month and a half. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh yeah, man, that's dope, man. I can't. You gonna go live tomorrow?
no, no, it's gonna be on my Patreon, and it's just gonna tell everybody on my Patreon what I got going on. I'm not gonna come out with it on YouTube no time soon. I don't know when I'm gonna come out with it on YouTube. Tell you the truth.
Oh damn!
I wanted to be exclusive for my Patreon, man, because my Patreon I've been lacking on my Patreon, man, and that's you know, that kind of helps me with the time I take to edit these videos. You know, it takes some time to edit these videos, and you edit a video for. You take 2 or 3 days to edit a video and they demonetize it. You ain't gonna get nothing out of that. So that's why I have to focus on my Patreon a little bit.
Man, you got Patreon. How long you had Patreon?
For about 4 months. About 4 months.
I thought about doing that, man.
You should, bro. You should make some exclusive stuff for your people, man. So they can be part of your exclusive. You know, some of the stuff you say on YouTube, you just don't want it to be free information that you're putting out there like that. You know, especially me, because I talk about stuff that I don't want everybody to, you know, hear me talk about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Especially being a cop.
Patreon, we can get
telling you. On my Patreon, there is a raw video. My best friend interviews me for 45 minutes. I put it in 2 videos. But he interviews me for 45 minutes and he asked me some real questions, bro. Like worse than the questions you asked me. And I didn't feel like I was in a hot seat. Somebody made a comment that thank you for coming in a hot seat. I didn't feel like I was in a hot seat, man, because
tonight I hope not.
I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically coming from the same place you're coming in. I just have a different perspective because I'm a cop. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't feel like I'm in a hot seat or nothing. It ain't like I did anything.
Urban say put it on your OnlyFans.
Oh, that's different content there, boy. Talking about elephant.
He already got an OnlyFans. That ain't got nothing to do with police and
if you want to see elephant dicks, you want to go to my own.
Oh, there you go. Y'all notice he only say it when he come to my life. This damn Carolina cop come here and say anything, man.
Oh man, I love y'all, man. I love y'all.
Hey, thank you, Marshall Wiley, man. It means a lot, brother. I appreciate it, man. He said, I'm about to make an OnlyFans. I need one, boy. Nah, man, you know, like I tell people, so I always feel a little weird because you got people that support you, right? We all come in here and and it's dope, man. I don't never take the support for granted.
Right.
But I don't like to be reaching out saying like, man, I need y'all to help support the channel, this, that, and other.
I feel weird about saying that too, bro.
It always feels weird to me, right? Because it's like, yeah, man. Because if you think about it, if you've got a lot of people that follow you, and you want to be able to buy new things to go review,
right?
You need new equipment to get your material right. You know, you want to be able to keep putting this stuff up, going live. It all takes a toll, and it all ends up costing money, right? But when you start asking people, they look at you weird, almost like a politician.
Well, see, I had to come to terms with that because the reason why I had to come to terms with it is because it was getting to a point where it was taking me 3 or 4 days to edit one video. You know what I'm saying? Them ride-along videos take a long time for me to edit. Right. And I was like, yo, man, I gotta have some more subscribers to be able to do this, man. I mean, there's got to be some kind of because during the time I'm doing those editing, I could be off duty, making off duty money at $35 an hour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't go do off duty. I'm at home doing these editings, and I ain't getting nothing out of it. That's why I don't feel bad no more as support because, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, you want these videos coming out, I need to support.
We got 100. I'm gonna ask y'all, how do y'all feel about that, guys? People in the chat, do y'all feel it's weird, or do y'all understand like why YouTubers have different ways of asking for support for their channels? I'm curious. I'm gonna see who gonna answer this for us. They gonna tell us how they really feel tonight.
Is it a turn off if we ask for y'all to support us?
Yeah.
Because if not, my Cash App is no.
Bro, I swear to you, I don't know what Delray at tonight, but he texts me all the time, and he'd be like, "Bro, you never put your Cash App up in the live. Why you didn't put your Cash App up in the live? You forgot to put your Cash App up in the live." Like he do that. He say that to me all the time, and I'd be like, "Bro, it just ain't the first thing that come to my mind."
It ain't the first thing, right?
Daryl B said, "Get your money however you can. It's understandable because YouTube take money, time.
Like
I will not.
Urban Reviews got a good comment, man. He don't
I
like
don't like asking
for
for support. I'd rather be organic, but a closed mouth don't get fed either." Yeah, that's the part. As long as the content's improving and you didn't just buy a Lambo. Boy, I wish I could buy a Lambo. My Black is Beautiful said, "No, it's not." He said he liked the donation Friday. I understand it, but don't beg all the time. I'm good with it. I don't be begging. Man, times are hard. Anyone, let alone YouTube, a pussy. Yeah, man. I mean, y'all know shit. Y'all buy guns and stuff on your own, and y'all not on YouTube. Imagine what that's like, trying to buy new stuff to be able to review it or talk about it. That it gets a little crazy. And then if you ain't got the bread to do it, now you never got no new guns. He's been reviewing the same damn gun for 2 years.
Right.
Keep it 100. I don't care about YouTube money. I'm gonna say what I feel, do what I want. I never begged a man for anything. I want to start now. Damn, big fish, little boat. Now I gotta call you out. Ain't nobody begging nobody for.
That's why you got a little boat.
Yeah, little boat, little yachty, little boat, whatever name it. That's not the way I'm saying it. Like, ain't nobody out here begging nobody for nothing. But people support you. It's weird because you see it on the bigger channels all the time.
All the time.
They have no problem doing it.
Yeah,
it's like the bigger their channel, the more support they get.
Damn right. No problem.
Yeah, man. So as long as you give back. I give back, don't I, Tribe Judah?
Yeah, you got Edna a gun.
Man.
That was crazy, bro. I had to go back and watch that whole thing, man. That was just crazy.
It was crazy, bro. It was and Edna's dope.
Yeah, she was on my live this morning. I went live this morning for like 40 minutes, and she poked her head in. We chopped it up for a little bit.
Siege, what up? She dope too, man.
Siege?
Oh yeah, boy. She'll kick your ear off. You hear me? I learned that on Ladies Night. I didn't know. I never had met her before. I had seen her in the chat from time to time. But man, listen. Found out she the female Bruce Lee.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Siege. I got to get on the channel soon. Dope sister, well spoken.
Did she have a channel?
She do.
Oh, okay. I gotta find it.
She's a karate woman. Sponsors are hard to come by these times. Honestly, I've been sponsored by Ammo and brands. Not anymore. No one can afford to give away. You ain't lying. Talked to Black Rambo today.
Oh, you did?
He said it's still crazy down there.
Really? I can imagine, man. I can imagine going through something like that, bro. Like it when it snows hard here in North Carolina, power goes out for a couple days, man, and we out of it. Like it's like, oh, what we gonna do? Oh no, I can imagine going through something like that, man.
Hey, read that comment. That's why he's one of my favorite people.
I know that's right. Tactical Skillionaire, he good people, man. He real good.
He is, man. And been here for a long time.
Right. He was on my channel for a while too, man. He been on my channel for a while too.
And I hold them down, man. I got they back. When they on my channel, I look out for them. If I see somebody put on their head, I take up for them, man.
Right.
Says Diesel stuck at school during a hurricane. What did he say?
These are stuck at school during a hurricane. Matthew and man, it's bad and Pembroke.
Tactical Love. All right, man. He said just started his own channel. So on Thursday night, man, you come in here. and you could come in the live during that last hour or last 30 minutes or whatever, and I just let people shout their channel out. So you come in here and tell people why they should come and subscribe to your channel. That's right, Sticks and Drums. You've been supporting for a while, man. Appreciate you, man. He wasn't always Sticks and Drums. Ramsey J, thanks, man. Thanks for that cash app. It helps. Well, they don't be knowing how much it be helping too. Boy.
Heck yeah, boy. Heck yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna drop my cash app, Diesel. Hold on.
All right. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? He just cash at me. You know that's love, right? Because I ain't even post the cash app.
Right.
He just know it.
I'm gonna try to start doing some more lives, man. I gotta find the time to do it, man. But I don't like to go live when everybody else is going live, though, man. I think that takes away from the community a little bit. People trying to choose who they're gonna go live on.
I'm the worst.
So I don't like doing all that. I usually go live when I know ain't nobody else is gonna go live.
I'm the worst, bro. Like I'm the worst at not having a schedule. But see, you gotta remember. Here's the thing: you've been going live probably the longest out of the smaller community here.
Right.
That's probably a fact. Well, it is a fact. The only other person I knew that was really going live a lot is Ghost Tactical.
Oh yeah,
because he do that podcast every week.
Right.
But outside of that, when I started going, nobody was going like that, like a lot.
Right.
Like that. So
I would go probably once or twice a week. And I didn't have a schedule, you know what I'm saying? I just went whenever I had the time, you know what I'm saying? Because my schedule is different every week, so.
And I wanted to, and I just wanted to bring something different to the table, man. I think people was kind of messing with the videos on the strength of, I would say funny stuff in some of my videos, and
right.
People caught on to the personality, and then now I could bring it to the live, and we can really do this like live. So it makes it fun, man. Going live is like playing double dutch because everyone's going live. You gotta just jump in. But I'm saying, if this is recent, bro. Urban, this is recent, man. Diesel been doing it, so he not a part of that. But everybody else going live, that's recent, bro. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, because it was easy for me to just jump on live, and nobody else was live when I first started, man, doing the live.
Yeah, man. And now I used to be like that. And y'all, hey, judge me or don't judge me. But yo, thank you, Mr. Henry. I appreciate that, man. Hold on, I'm trying to get something. This is terrible. I don't know why you want to do this. What I was about to say though, I used to be like, the hell just happened? I used to be like, man, I ain't gonna go live. I'm gonna wait to see, I don't want to go live. Oh, Carbon Q. This woman really bothers me how nice she is, man.
Carbon Q.
I swear, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Carbon Q.
Man, only reason she been nice so she can get you over there and
I ain't never going over there. Wherever there is. Was you in Survival Saturday?
Yes. As I said, she said, put it in and turn. I was like, whoa.
Hey, look. I said I wasn't really shouting out channels today, but hold on. Ben Shooting, MHP. He does Survival Saturday. Every Saturday, I want to say it's around 5 o'clock Central-ish time. Thank you, Black Point Dexter, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all ain't finna get me choked up here. I'm too gangster for that. Plus, I got police on it watching. So check it out.
Right.
If you was over there, me and Diesel was over there. If y'all would have saw some of the stuff that Carbon Q would just pick up, that she just had sitting next to her. That's the part that got me. She like, oh, you just gotta have one of these. and it might be a alligator tail with a razor blade on the end.
But she reached down one time. I thought she was gonna pull out a grenade. She reached down there.
She kept pulling up shit, and then I was done. Camera focus. I was done, bro, when she pulled out the axe.
Oh, I know. I know.
That was it for me. I gave up.
Boy.
I text Barbecue, just asked her how she was doing. Hey, how are you?
I might just text and be like, "Hey, sunshine."
All y'all keep on. All y'all in here shooting your shot at Barbecue. Keep on.
Yep.
And listen, I told it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. She is something different. Thank y'all though for those cash apps, man. That's love. Still come. Look at Zach, man. My boy Zach. That's all right. That's all love right there, man. He said Barbecue bought out a damn 3-foot axe like it was nothing though.
Nothing.
Like this, that's a true story. She pulled out that
in her back pocket.
Damn, life of real Toy Smith. I'm trying to shoot my shot too. Leave Barbecue alone. That's the advice I'm giving.
Take money, appreciate it.
Take money, no doubt. Devil Rose said, I only speak, she give me ID channel vibe.
Right.
Hey man, Barbecue something else. Sweetest person you ever want to meet, boy. But that one night when she got mad, bro, you don't know how hard I was trying to get the screen recording of that.
Bro,
and just play it back on here one night.
Every time she bring out a knife, I go back to that time when she got mad. Every time she bring out a knife, it's like, please don't say nothing in comments. Please don't.
Oh damn, that was crazy, man. Oh my boy, man.
I remember my first time meeting Barbecue on Santee's Live. I was on Santee's Live. Santee brought Barbecue on there, and she was like, Barbecue, she's single. And I was like, okay. And she was like, Diesel, you single? I was like, yeah, I am. But then I saw that daggone damn.
You gave up fast.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Never mind. I'm actually not single.
Right.
Oh, damn. Hold on, man. Keep cash apping, man. Thank you, Sticks and Drums. Appreciate it, bro. Oh damn! What the hell? Hey Diesel, where you go?
I don't know what happened.
Did you just see that?
What was it? A video? What's that?
Oh damn!
Good God Almighty!
Oh,
Ben Shooting sent that to you, didn't it?
No, I gotta snitch on him though. Shout out Gun and the Hookah, man.
Guns and Hookah sent that to you.
That was dedicated to you directly from Gun and the Hookah, man. Woo! So holler at my boy Kojak when you get a chance, man.
Guns and Hookah, we got some talking to do, bro. That's messed up.
Man,
I don't look nothing like that. Nothing. Y'all ain't right, man.
Oh damn, that was terrible right there, man. That's funny.
Y'all ain't right.
I don't know why they owe you, man. But they know you done roasted people so hard, Diesel, that I'm sure they had some difficulty sleeping.
Hey man, I'm here.
I went back and watched that shit, man. Y'all was going so hard that night, boy.
Hey man, we had some fun. We need to do that, man. We need to do that once.
At least
once a month. At least once a month.
We're gonna do it, man. Just gonna have just a roasting night. We ain't
man.
We don't even talk about no gun.
Right. That we just need to just have fun.
Yeah, that's all love, man. Hey man, we done hit our 2 hours. And that went really fast.
It did.
Like really, really fast. Thank y'all all for those cash apps, man. Thank y'all for hanging. We still over 100, 2 hours in. And it got heated up in here tonight. Few of y'all got tight, but everybody, I feel like everybody came back and they good. It's still all love, man. This is a.
I want to say one thing.
Go ahead, bro.
If we have another roasting session, bring old ugly Quantavious Brown up in there.
QB.
His running self. Bring him up in there so we can have a roasting session with him.
This Quantavious Brown right here.
That ain't him.
That's him. 100%.
Okay. That's
QB with them fake Pumas on.
Big old nose. We got him. Come on.
Okay. So
looking like goat.
That's neither here nor there. What I was gonna say, man. First of all, thank you. Taking time out to schedule, man, to come and hang out with your boy. I appreciate you, man, sincerely for that.
You know it.
Thank you to everybody that hung out tonight, man. It was really dope. If y'all haven't subscribed to Diesel, please do, man. Super good guy, man. Just definitely go check my man out. And Urban, thank you for hanging out in here. All the YouTubers that's in here, man. Shout out to y'all, because I mean, y'all don't have to do that, y'all. And shout out to all the YouTubers that's been showing me love. You know what's crazy, bro? It's funny you had brought up 32 Icon, right?
Right.
And you've been knowing her a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know how long I was trying to get on the channel? And it got to a point where I stopped reaching out to people to be on the channel, but I was trying to get on here for a long time, right? When I was talking to you, but I never knew you knew her.
Well, see, 32 Icon is weirded out by a lot. She's had some bad situations on YouTube, bro. So she's weirded out from people just reaching out to her out of nowhere. If she don't know you, bro, it's hard. She a female, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You be coming at females wrong, man. And it ain't no clout on her. It's just the fact of, you know, she don't know a lot of people that come at her like that. They always asking her, "Can we go shoot? And can we do this and do that?" And you know how it is, man.
Right.
With a female, you know what I'm saying? So I get where she coming from, you know what I'm saying? So, but once she get to know you, she's solid.
Yeah, man. I was just finna say that once she came in and got to popping it up, bro, she really became a part of it, bro. And she's just,
and the way she is on video is the way she is in person. Like, she is just a truly kind-hearted, down-to-earth type of person.
Bro, she made me laugh. I don't know if she knows she made me laugh, but when I started doing the Donation Friday stuff, right, she was like, "Yo, I got a better way for you to do that. You know, I'll tell you about it, you know, outside of the live, whatever."
Right.
So I think after the live, I hit up on Instagram, like, "Man, put me on, tell me." And then she texted me a couple times, then she called me on Instagram. So this is like my first conversation with her.
Right.
And it was so crazy because she's giving me game, but I felt like she was spanking me. Wait. Let me change all of that. Let me rephrase it. I don't want to say 32 Icon was spanking me. I'm gonna say she was schooling me to the game, bro. Like in a way, like I couldn't do nothing but respect it.
Right. She did too, man. She hit me with some games.
She's like, "Yo," and it's like this, and you could do.
You gotta do this. You gotta do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like her passion, I was sitting there, I was like, "This is dope, man." Hearing this from her,
but she had been in the game for a long time.
Oh man,
5 years she been on YouTube, so you know, hey, that game is solid. It's just some of the things that she was saying. I'm not willing to put that much work in. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube is a hobby for me. You know what I'm saying? I love it, but it is a hobby for me. I would love to get sponsors and all that stuff, but I just ain't willing to put all that work in. It's a lot of work, man.
Urban said, he said, "I need an OnlyFans." Bro, you got an OnlyFans?
Who, me?
No. Urban.
Oh, Urban. Urban got TikTok, OnlyFans.
Yeah, he keep talking like he got an OnlyFans, man.
He got a XNXX, X Hamster. He got X Hamster, all that. He got all that, man. I don't see them all.
Allowed on choose Only Guns coming soon. Hell yeah, I get Only Guns. I don't know about no OnlyFans.
Right.
I'll definitely get me one of them Only Guns.
Keep Knight rebuking.
Rebuking. Hey, Tribe, thanks, man. Thanks for that Cash App, man.
Diesel know all the sites. You daggone right, I know all the sites. I'm single. Shoot, yeah, I know all the sites.
Hold on, Diesel.
It get dry sometimes.
Diesel,
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
chill out, man. Listen, he got Diesel got some type of issue, but he be forgetting he owe YouTube. He think he just be talking.
Right.
He be acting like he talking to himself.
Right.
Yo, they just be going in, man. Leave him alone. Zach go say, just keep your shirt on. That's how I'm gonna go viral, bro. I'm gonna go viral by taking my shirt off. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go live sometime this week with no shirt on. I think we can get 200 people in here if I go live with no shirt on.
I ain't gonna be there.
Hot Tub Tony. Somebody block Hot Tub Tony right now. That's what I'm gonna go ahead on and do. Black Point, that's what I'm Jerry Ruth say chill, RG. Y'all ain't coming in. Y'all ain't gonna come in and support your boy.
I can't do that.
All my lady YouTube friends gonna be in here heavy. You hear me? Mm-hmm. All of them gonna be in here front and center. Look at RGG.
No shirt, just Crocs and Glocks.
Gunner Hooper said, "Don't do it." Look how many people.
Hey, this is what I want. This is what I want you to do, though, RGG. I want you to go back and look at that that Saturday Live Ben Shooting had, and when Guns and Hookah came in there, that boy was plotting something. You see it all over his. He was just sitting there, just like this. He was plotting something. I don't know what was on his mind, but he was plotting something.
Smitty Long Way. Gunner Hoop go say strap bog titties. Oh damn, boy. There's something wrong with all of y'all, man. Hey man, thank y'all for all the support, man. All the Cash App, Diesel for hanging out with me, man. Listen, y'all have a safe week. I know a lot of people off work tomorrow, man. Y'all be easy. Get some shooting in. We'll chop it up. I don't know what day I'm going live next, Tuesday or Wednesday. Siege, are you still in here? Because I really want to get her on. I want to chop it up with her, man. Siege, if you hear me, either hit me on Instagram or email me at aregulargunguy@gmail.com. I need you to get on here and talk about some of that karate. And my first question gonna be, have you ever had to kick somebody's ass? That's the first question I got. So I hope she's still in here.
What's her YouTube name?
Damn, I was just looking at it. Somebody help me. Carbon. What is Siege's channel? Ain't it? Damn. I don't remember, bro. We're gonna find it though. We're finna get it. I ain't gonna get off here until I get it. House of Siege. There you go. Black Point Dexter just put up there. House of Siege. CEEJ. Hey boy, you don't know QB. Boy, don't play with me. Sanchez Whitlock, what it do?
Oh, she roller skating and everything on that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she says she do on her channel, but when she was talking on Ladies Night, she said how she do martial arts, man.
Right.
So I need to talk about that. We ain't talked about no martial arts on there yet.
Right. Sanchez
so
Whitlock.
Again, y'all shout out to Jay the Shooter. 100K, man.
That's what's up, man.
The boy was somewhere on top of the building, looked like the Sears Tower or something, somewhere out there in Switzerland, somewhere. Something like that, man. So shout out to that brother.
Right.
And man, I see y'all, man. I see y'all in the next one, bro. I'm tired as hell now, Diesel.
Be good, bro.
You too, man. Peace.